Good morning, Pulaski High School. I'm Hunter Chrisman.
And I'm Sienna Potts. Thanks for tuning in to Raider Report.
We begin today with a number of important items from the PHS Student Services Department.
Did you know the average student debt load for a college graduate in Wisconsin is nearly $30,000? This figure comes from the website of 24/7 Wall Street, which also ranks our state as number 18 for the highest amount of debt per student.
In an effort to educate students and families on ways to offset the high cost of college, the PHS counselors are hosting their annual financial aid night this coming Monday. Along with our team of counselors, a financial aid specialist from UW Green Bay will be on hand to explain the free application for federal student aid, better known as the FAFSA. Understanding how to access and fill out the FAFSA is a vital step in leaving college with as little debt as possible.
This is super important for seniors and their families to come because it really gives you an idea of the kind of aid that's out there by filling out the FAFSA. So when you think of the word financial aid, I just describe it as like an umbrella. And I think families need to be aware of how to qualify for low interest loans through this application, as well as grants, which you don't have to pay back for, and then the opportunity to apply for work study on campus. All three of those things make up financial aid.
Families can start filling out the FAFSA on October 1st. Once again, the date for the PHS Financial Aid Night is Monday, September 23rd at 6 o'clock p.m. in the auditorium.
Another important event coming up next week for seniors is the annual Wisconsin Education Fair held at St. Norbert College. Over 100 colleges, universities, technical colleges, and specialty schools, along with representatives from the armed forces, will be there to answer all of your questions.
The Education Fair begins Tuesday, September 24th from 6 to 8 in the evening. It continues on Wednesday, September 25th from 9 to 11 in the morning.
If you would like to attend, you do need to register. You can do that by going to the Wisconsin Educational Fairs website, which is wefs.org. Once you're there, just click on the Register for Fairs button.
And one final note from our counselors. It's PSAT sign-up time. The preliminary SAT also serves as the National Merit Scholarship qualifying test, which means it's the only path to becoming a National Merit Scholar, which is a pretty prestigious honor.
The PSAT is intended mostly for juniors, but sophomores can also take the test. It is administered right here at PHS and will be held Wednesday, October 16th. If you'd like a shot at becoming a National Merit Scholar, please see Ms. Sioka in the Student Services to get signed up as soon as possible. This test costs $18 and seats are limited.
Are you tired of asking your parents for money? Do you get embarrassed every time a friend has you spot some cash that you can buy a movie ticket or grab a burger? Maybe it's time for you to find a job.
Your first step could be an easy stroll down the first floor hallway just past the library. If you look toward the wall, you'll see a PHS job board. There are plenty of job postings there waiting for the right person to make a call. This week, we want you to call your attention to the help wanted listings for Figaro's Pizza and Cousin Subs in Pulaski. They're looking for delivery drivers. It pays $12 an hour plus tips. Hours are flexible. You do need to be 18 years old and have a valid driver's license. If interested, send an email to the address you see on the screen. Again, that posting can be found on the PHS job board.
Speaking of work, our PHS Club profile this week features one of the hardest working student groups in the building, especially this time of the year.
We're talking about Student Council. And to learn what PHS Stuco has been busy with, we brought back our ace reporter, Jessica Gaska, who's standing by with Stuco officers Macy Agan and Jack Walker. Take it away, Jessica.
Hey, welcome to Club Profile. I'm Jessica Gaska, and here with me today are Jack Walker, Student Council President, and Macy Agan, the Vice President. For those of you who don't know, Student Council is a year-round commitment, and Macy here is going to tell us about some of the things that they've been working on since this summer.
So starting after Fall Fest last year, we start updating all of our documents and going over what went well last year. And throughout the summer, we update the building schedule, update all the competitions, and we have meetings throughout the summer to update all of this stuff. And now that school is back in gear, we are having more meetings frequently.
All right, and now we've got Fall Fest coming up in 2 weeks. So Jack, can you tell us about the preparations you've been making for that?
Sure. So Spirit Week is, Spirit Day itself is 2 weeks from today. So we will release the building schedule and all introductory information after the show today. You'll find in the homeroom calendar. Notable changes to the building schedule this year are that Powder Puff will be held blocks 1 in the second half of lunch instead of the Sunday prior, as we've done in years past. Also, competition signups for freshman and junior classes are this Monday during homeroom, and the sophomore and senior signups are this Tuesday during homeroom.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you're excited about for this year?
No, well, we might not have updated that many competitions. The new building schedule is exciting because it allows more participation and better spectating for all students.
Okay, well, that's Student Council, and I'll pitch it back to the anchors now. Thanks for joining us on Club Profile.
Thanks, Jessica. You just heard it from Jack Walker and Macy Agan, the president and vice president, respectively, of the Student Council. We'd also like to take a moment to share the names of the rest of the officer team. Giselle Rotier is the Stucco secretary, Ronnie King serves as the treasurer, and Danielle Larscheid is the public relations representative.
The Student Council Administration Liaison team is made up of officers along with the following Stucco class reps. For freshmen, it's Audrin Just. For sophomore, it's Carly Feuden. Junior is Isaac Olson, and for senior, it's Connor Parr.
All of the individuals we just named are part of a group that meets monthly with Mr. Pak. If you have a topic you'd like brought up to administration or a concern that affects a portion of the student body, reaching out to your grade level rep or a member of the officer team is a great place to start.
Turning now to sports, it's another big week for Raider athletic teams. Here's Jack with the latest.
Hi, I'm Jack from Jack of All Sports. Today I'll be catching you up on all the #Raider Strong sports from this week. Girls swim tied De Pere this Tuesday, bringing their record to 0-1-1. They will play Bayport next week, Tuesday. Volleyball is looking for their first FRCC win after they took a tough loss to Sheboygan Southland on Thursday. They will be getting ready for Preble next week, Thursday. Girls tennis is starting off their season on the right foot. They got a huge win over Bayport on Tuesday. And girls cross country was highlighted by a 6th place finish by Anna Ballstead, and the Raiders finished 7 overall in that competition. The boys were highlighted by Lucas J., who got 2nd, Joe Polk, who got 15th, and William Murphy, who got 14th, and that was in the Southwest Invitational. Girls golf has 2 top 25 golfers, Sheridan Flogger and Sadie Kelly still, and they're getting ready for they just finished Raider Strong at the Oneida competition. Boys soccer is doing amazing. They recently had a close loss to Appleton West. They lost 1-0, but that won't affect them that much. Their record is 5-2-1. Now that's Raider Strong. Football is rolling. They're 4-0, getting ready for and just came off a 31-0 shutout against Preble. They're getting ready for their match tonight against Notre Dame, which you can watch on our broadcast, which will be at the game. Before we end, I got to interview Brock and Nate for our broadcast tonight, and they have a special message for the Jack of All Sports audiences. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. Bringing it back.
If you'd like to watch tonight's football broadcast, you can find the link on Twitter with either the Pulaski Red Sea or Voice Red Raiders Twitter handle.
It's that time of the show you've all been waiting for. Connor Heason couldn't take part in the Area 51 raid today, but the event still inspired him for the Connor in the Commons question.
Hello, I'm Connor Heason, and welcome to Connor in Commons. Now, it's a big universe out there, so who knows what might lie 8 million light years away. But what I do know is that there is a huge debate whether aliens exist or not. So I got my space socks on, and me and the boys are going to go out and interview some people to see whether or not they believe in aliens and why. So hopefully we get 51 interviews. Wink, wink. Let's go.
Yes, my mom has been adopted before.
All right.
Yes, I do believe that there is some sort of other life out there in the universe.
I'm not too sure, but I plan on going and raiding Area 51 sometime soon. That's about it.
Yeah, I believe in aliens. Me and my buddy Adam Johnson are heading down to Area 51 on September 20th.
All right.
Friday, Area 51 raid with my boy Adam and Mike. I'm really excited to go see the aliens.
Thank you.
Yes, I do, because it's highly unlikely that there isn't any other life form in the galaxy.
We don't believe in aliens because we've never seen them and we don't believe they can get inside our head.
All right.
No, I do not believe in aliens because if I do, they'll take over our universe.
I do believe in aliens because Tom Brady has a weird relationship with his kids.
Honestly, it doesn't seem very convincing that it's just us in this universe. I know there's more than just humans and animals, and I'm pretty sure there's something out there.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen one.
We've seen them before when we were hunting.
Sometimes when you take the tinfoil and you make hats and stuff, they'll come to you. So I do believe in them.
So, Sienna, do you believe in aliens?
I don't know about you, but I think Connor might be an alien. What do you think about his red hair?
I could see Connor as an alien. I really could. I really could.
Well, that's all we have for you today on today's edition of the Red Raider Report.
Thanks for joining us. On behalf of the Raider Report broadcast team, we hope you have an awesome day and a great Raider weekend.